So for my essay number 1 reflection, I wanted to do a video and take advantage of the multimodal option for this week. Recall and describe, how did writing essay number 1 go? What were your feelings at the beginning and end? What went well? What went wrong? What could have been better? So at the beginning of the assignment, I was anxious just because I had a vague notion of the topic that I wanted to write about, but I had not found the articles yet. And so when I went to search for the articles, I spent a lot of time finding the articles, and I think looking back at the entire process, I think that was the hardest part for me. It wasn't actually writing the review, it was finding the articles to write about, to review and write about. And then when I was searching, I found myself getting distracted and going down rabbit holes and reading these other articles that seemed interesting to me, but didn't have anything to do with the assignment. And so I wasted a little time that way. And so I settled on 3 articles. I found 3 articles and I saved them to my computer, and I went back the next day, and somehow while I was searching, I had somehow unclicked the full text box. So 2 of the articles were only abstracts, and I went back to try to find them, and sure enough, they weren't available. The full text was not available. So I ended up tweaking my topic a little bit, and instead of focusing on women's labor and how it's invisible, and I kind of focused on the motherhood penalty, or the wage gap, the difference between what mothers are paid and what women without children are paid. And so I was satisfied with what I ended up finding. Analyze. What skills did you use to help you succeed? Did you ask for help? Did you visit the writing center? So I did not visit the writing center, but I plan on doing this for the next essay. For this essay, or this literature review, I asked my husband to read over it, just to get a fresh pair of eyes. And then I would work on it and then set it aside and wait a few hours and then just read it through. That kind of helped me get a fresh perspective on it. And I would read it each day, sort of in the morning, read it through just to see how it flowed or didn't flow, or if it made sense. And so that helped me. Conclude and evaluate. What did you learn on essay number 1 that will help you on future writing assignments? What do you plan to do differently next time? What have you learned about yourself as a writer? Something that was very helpful for me with this essay was the matrix assignment that we had to do. That really helped me visualize, because mine started off with just a little grid. And because on this assignment, we were asked to do a literature review, not just summarize or write an essay about something we read. I think the matrix really helped me visualize what the 3 articles had in common, because they all said something different. They all had great points, but that helped me a lot. And that sort of formed the skeleton or the backbone of the essay. And instead of doing an outline, I really liked that matrix. And so I plan on using that on future assignments. And as far as what I learned about myself as a writer, I think I just like to write very simply and clearly and concisely. And I also learned that I have anxiety at the beginning of the process, when things are kind of vague and before I've kind of nailed down what I want to write about. So I will expect that the next time. But that's it for my essay number 1 reflection, and I look forward to reading others' comments.